Actor Scott Bakula is here this morning. TV fans got to know him best as that time-traveling physicist in the sci-fi series. You remember Quantum Leap? That role earned him a Golden Globe for Best Actor back in 1992. Well, he now stars on NCIS New Orleans. The CBS drama was last season's most-watched new series, averaging 18 million viewers. That's a lot of eyeballs. Scott plays Special Agent Dwayne Pride. In tomorrow night's season premiere, his team is looking for the bombers of a military convoy on a New Orleans bridge. Here's a preview.
Says he's 20 yards away. There he is. There's Yaden.
Got our suspect, St. Peter's and Jackson Square. He's running. NCIS. Yaden, stop! Get out! Get out! You gotta go! Everybody get out! Easy. Put the gun down.
Put the gun down. What's he going to do? Scott Bakula knows, but you're not going to tell us.
I'm not going to tell you.
Because that would spoil it. Let's talk about you, Mr. Bakula, because this is what one reviewer says. Since you're here, let's talk about you.
Okay, well, we could talk about you if you'd like.
No, that would be boring.
I have some viewer comments about you, right? I just happen to have them here.
No, that's okay.
No?
That's okay.
Right.
Very boring stuff. Let's talk about you, because it says Scott Bakula is the best reason to watch and even root for a series. So what makes you so great? Go ahead and impress us, Mr. Bakula.
Do I have to follow that? I think that, shouldn't I just stop right there?
I say that to say what a great compliment to you and your acting ability and what you do and the star that you are. I hope you're having as much fun as you appear to be.
I'm having a great time. We're shooting in New Orleans every day. I have today off, which is nice. Part of the day, then I fly back tonight and get back to it tomorrow. You know, this part's a great part. Obviously, the franchise has been so well received around the planet.
Yeah. Were you nervous about coming on a franchise that had already been established?
Oh, yeah.
Joining it. Yeah, I was wondering about that.
I think that's always a hard thing, and certainly something that's as successful as this, because it's unprecedented in many ways.
What do you think it is about this franchise that's made it so enduring?
Well, I think people like the kind of show it is. I mean, for me as a viewer, I like trying to solve mysteries, trying to figure out who did it. There's obviously there are lots of shows like this, procedurals on television right now. There's a great thirst for that. There's a little bit of escapism in it, and then these characters are great and they're fun to be with and fun to see how they handle this crazy, intense work and then their life on the side.
Yeah, but nobody does it like NCIS. And New Orleans, I mean, New Orleans, this is a city that gives you a lot to work with.
It sure does. It sure does. You know, it's been, I'd never been there until a couple of years ago. I shot a movie down there and people said, oh, you're going to come back? And I said, I've never been here my whole life. I don't think I'll make it back. And 2 years later, I'm back. And even a couple of the ladies were on the crew and they're like, we told you. I said, man, there's some weird stuff going on down here because you're right, I'm back. But it's been fascinating to get to know the city and why it's so enduring and why people come back to it. And because you watch some of these events, Katrina and things like that 10 years ago, and you sometimes, when you're not there, you look and say, why would anybody return? And then I've spent this time there
and you get it.
Oh, yeah.
Your character plays piano, is that right?
Yes.
You play piano.
I play piano, yes. Odd, isn't that strange? It's interesting that they wouldn't have picked clarinet for me or something.
And you sing.
I sing a lot. I haven't sung on the show yet.
Is that going to happen?
I hope so. I hope so. But yeah, we do. We've worked it in so that I can play some piano.
So you're going to let out this musical side of you?
Well, yes, it's out. We have Dr. John's in the first episode that airs tomorrow night. There's Knockwood. There's some other great musicians from New Orleans that hopefully.
It's a perfect town. I mean, if you're going to bring that out, that's the place to do it.
Yes, yes. And my character actually buys an old rundown bar this year, and we start refurbishing that. So that's potentially going to be a place to do some more music. So I'm very excited about that. I love the music scene down there. Is, as a musician, to be in the place where jazz was born and be around that environment is breathtaking to me all the time.
What's your favorite thing to sing? Because if I could do anything,
yes,
I would like to sing. I'm just a bad singer.
But what would you like to sing, though? Is that what you're asking me? What style to sing?
Yes, yes. What style? And if you'd like to show us something this morning.
Well, I'm a Broadway, musical theater guy.
Right.
but I also love all the standards, and so, you know, grew up listening to big bands, and so I kind of love everything, and I love jazz, and I was listening to Billie Holiday singing I Got the World on a String yesterday, driving to the airport, you know, and it was just like, oh, it's so nice.
And what place in your heart does Quantum Leap hold for you? Because so many people see you and they go, I remember you.
Yes, I do remember. It was a unique experience, kind of unprecedented. We ran for 4.5 years. I wasn't on the set 5 days. The rest of the time I was there, first shot to the last shot. It was kind of a marathon every year to try and survive, and physically and mentally. And but the exposure, the kinds of stories that we did, what the show was about, and its longevity has been amazing to me. And now we're in this world where people can see things. So I have children of fans coming to me all the time, from Russia, saying, I saw that when I was a little girl in Russia, and my mother and father, you know.
Great to have you on NCIS.
We like that you're part of the CBS family. How
Me
about
too.
that? We like that. Thank you, Scott.
My
Continued
pleasure.
success. You can watch the season premiere of NCIS New Orleans. It's tomorrow night at 8 Central. That's right after the season premiere of NCIS, right here on CBS.